Hey guys, it's Jake here, and I'm sorry it has been a while doing a video, but I had my Debs, and for those of you who don't know, Debs is like a dance here. It's like a debutante prom thing. So yeah, I wore a suit. So I know I said my next video would be a cover of, not a cover, a song that I wrote myself, but the thing is that I have been so busy with schoolwork and everything that I'm still working on the chords. The lyrics are done, but I'm still working on the chords. So stay tuned for that next time. But today I said I'd talk about how do you know if you're trans, and I'm a little bit reluctant about talking about that because, you know, there are some controversy on how do you know you're trans, or things that I do say doesn't necessarily mean that you're trans, but it helped me along the way to find out if I was trans. So yeah, without further ado, here I go. Number one, if you search this and you're questioning your gender identity, how do you know if you're trans? Then I'm sorry, people, you're most likely trans. Sorry. Number two is if you experience dysphoria, and dysphoria is when you feel really anxious, depressed, or just really shitty about anything to do with your body, whether it's too feminine, too masculine, you got wide hips, whatever. It's not a diet thing, it's more like, you know, born in the wrong body thing. You get me. It could be about your chest, it could be about, you know, if you're a male to female, it could be that, you know, your jaw's too square, or the opposite for female to male. If your jaw's too round like mine, I fucking hate it. So yeah, if you experience dysphoria, that is another big clue that, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're FTM or MTF because there's a whole gender spectrum, but it could mean that you are some sort of trans. Sorry to break the news to you people, but you might be trans. If you don't like the pronouns that people use for you, if you feel uncomfortable with people calling you he or she, or just try out, experiment with different pronouns. Try the opposite sex pronouns or gender neutral pronouns. And what I mean by gender neutral is people referring to you by they or them instead of he or she. And, you know, just experiment with pronouns, because nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose, but you don't lose anything out of it by experimenting. And if it's to do with yourself and who you are, then the most important thing is to find out who you are. So don't be afraid to try out new pronouns, or even ask just your closest friends or a family member that you're closest to just to call you by different pronouns, and see if you're comfortable with that. Because if you're uncomfortable with the pronouns you're being called by now, it does mean something, that they just don't suit you, and that's okay. I know for me that people calling me by she and everything, that just didn't feel right. So I actually specifically remember my cousin calling me a good girl when I was 8 years old, and I kind of punched her in the arm, and I really don't know why. I didn't know back then when I was 7. So yeah, I didn't even think about it. It was just like my instant reaction was to hit her. So sorry about that. I didn't mean that, but oh well. Okay. The last one is probably watching videos on YouTube to help you out, probably getting yourself more educated, or just searching on about transgenders, you know, female to male, male to female, and agender, demigender, every single fucking gender there is. I know that there's a big spectrum, and I don't know all of them, so sorry about that. Sorry, I'm very fidgety today because it's the morning, well, afternoon, morning-ish, Saturday, and yeah, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, just search about it. Search, you know, what the common signs of it are, what the tells are, or anything, and that helped me a lot. I mean, just watching other trans guys on YouTube, not anyone in particular. If you want to watch, just, you know. Anyway. So yeah, that's all I have to say really. Experiment with pronouns. If you experience dysphoria, try get a binder if you want, if you feel bad about your chest size, see if that helps, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Or, you know, if you're male to female, get a bra and stuff it or something. I don't have much experience with male to females. And yeah, just search, do your research, and talk to a friend about it, because a close friend, because they will love you for who you are, and if you're unhappy with who you are at the moment, then that's not good, and you deserve to be happy. So I tried to make this video short. I hope it is, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. So see you guys. Oh, and on a side note, thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel. I'm on 20 subscribers, and I want to thank you so much for it. So bye guys.